no gold is not enough.
What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to another video. Thank you guys for the support you guys been giving me. We're almost at 200 subscribers. Drop a like, make sure you're subscribing if you haven't already. So today's video is if I'm looking at my phone, it's because I made a list about the main topics I'm going to talk about. So today's video is pros and cons of having a detailing business, a mobile detailing business, or any car wash business. We're going to start off by saying the pros, the positive things about having a mobile detailing business. So let's go ahead and get right into this video. So first topic we're going to talk about is good money. Obviously, owning your own detailing business, you make good money. It could range from $1,000 to $10,000 monthly, depending on how good you are at marketing, how busy you are, and all that stuff. But yeah, you can make good money, a good living, monthly income from $1,000 to $10,000. I'm only halfway there, so I'm almost there to the limit. But now the second thing is your own boss. So the reason people start their own business because they want to be their own boss. Obviously, they don't want to get screamed at. They don't want to be told what to do. Even though in a way you are being told what to do with the customer. If let's say you forget to vacuum the trunk, like, hey man, you forgot to vacuum this, can you come and vacuum it? So obviously you have to beat their standards or their limits that they're wanting. But after all, yeah, you'll be your own boss. Now the third thing is gonna be equipment. So you don't need a lot to start. I started with like for Christmas, you can ask for Christmas like I did. I asked for a pressure washer, an electric one, and some detailing products. But at the time I didn't know so much about detailing, so I got a bunch of Armor All. I'll post a picture right here on the whole box that I got of Armor All stuff that my whole family gave me. But like I said, you don't need a lot to start. Just with those products, like in the picture from the box, you could actually start nothing. You could start something from nothing. So you don't even need a pressure washer, because you could just use a regular garden hose. All you need is just car soap, interior cleaner, and some tire shine and some Windex. That's it. That's pretty much it. And some microfiber towels. And to be honest, you can start your own detailing business from that. Now, fourth thing is this kind of the same thing as being your own boss, but I still wrote as a topic is make your own schedule. You could be a person that works from Monday through Friday only, from 9 to 5, or Monday through Sunday, from early morning to late at night. Personal preference. Obviously, you're owning your own business, so it's all up to you. Now the fourth thing, the pros. I've wrote in the pros, but it's also a con because competition, it could be good in a way that detailing business is growing. So that means more customers. You have more leads to your business because detailing is getting so, you can say, common. But the competition is also good to see everybody's prices, not only just yours. To see everybody's prices and see where you should be, where basically you should be charging, or how much you want to earn an hour or per vehicle. But the competition is always good. For me, competition, I don't like competition, but it's always my motivation. Like if I pass by, let's say a detailer, and I see like he had like 5 cars. Let's say he has 5 cars. I'm like, in my head, like that's competition, but then in my head I'm like okay, now I know what to do, or like that'll be my goal, to have like a bunch of customers, like not compete with this person but compete through all the detailers, because you obviously want to be the best one. Now what is it, the sixth thing is always give high quality services to your customers. Don't think about, oh, I could do this many cars in one day, because you could do so many cars in one day but give a like horrible service, like quality service of like detailing. So you want to make sure every single one you try your 110% best, even though some days you do have your lazy days. Like I have my lazy days, but then I don't be like, okay, I'm not gonna do this. Like I have to. Like you got no choice because they're paying you for it. So if you don't do it, then obviously they're not gonna pay you. So always give high quality service. Yeah, and another pro thing is once your business is up there, you can go franchise. My business, maybe in a couple years, is gonna be a franchise. I wanna have one shop in every state, so it'll be 50 shops of all United States. And also the last thing, you're gonna have a lot of products once you get going. As you get customers, with that money you spend more. You spend on the products, and you just keep doing your research until you get to your right product brand. Not just stick with one. I stay with one because I find that brand that I use is actually really good with other products. At least it meets my standards, so that's why I stick with them. It is not expensive. It's very profitable. But yeah, those were the pros. Now let's go ahead and get to the cons. All right, so the consequences. Sadly, like right now, the reason I'm making this video because it's raining outside, so there's really nothing for me to do besides be on top of like ads and stuff like that. But the first thing of the consequences, it's a seasonal business. As we all know, when winter comes, it rains a lot. But like over here in Texas, kind of in the summer, it rains a lot. So you just have to fight with the weather. But usually most people they're like you tell them ahead of time before the appointment time. So let's say the appointment is at 8 in the morning, you text them like 2 hours before at 6 in the morning, be like, hey, due to forecast, it's raining, we're not gonna be able to these are cars, we can reschedule. Most customers are be like, all right, but obviously they're not gonna make you wash their cars like in the rain, because one, they're paying for the car wash. So if you wash it, yeah, you're gonna get rid of all the dirt, but once the water, the rain from the water, the water from the rain, it dries, is gonna be dirty. So I already talked about the weather conditions. So I wrote this as a con because when you first start, you won't have a consistent income. You can range between, well, it depends on how hard you work, to be honest. But when I first started, I was getting about maybe $1,000 to $2,000 when I first started. And it wasn't every month like I was getting the same amount. Every month it was different, like 1,000. Then the other month I was getting like 400, 800. Like it wasn't steady income. It wasn't a consistent income. But you want to make sure you have a consistent income every month in order to live pretty much. Because if you have bills to pay, then you have bills to pay. But and that won't be enough. But yeah, just make sure you have a consistent income. So that means you gotta grind hard, even if you have to work on the weekends. Okay, I wrote this as a con because detailing, okay, everybody can start detailing, but detailing is not meant for everybody. Like everyone has their own niche, but they just don't know it because they have to figure it out. If they don't know what they want to do, if they just want like easy, like, oh, I want to make money fast, then I'm gonna start detailing. It doesn't mean that they're gonna be, they're actually gonna, not saying that they're not gonna be good at it, but that's not their niche. Like they don't, all they care about is like the money. Like they don't really get into details if you were to really like it. So for them it's more like a job getting money rather than a hobby and earning money, if that makes sense. So you want to make sure you do your research, you practice on any kind of vehicle, like to get faster, but to give the same results. I wrote this one like in the pros, the competition. Yeah, customers will be like, hey, how much do you charge? You tell them a certain amount of money, like the certain amount of money that you charge for the interior and the wash, and they'll be like, oh, okay, never mind, I found somebody that does it for cheaper. So you just be like, oh, okay, have a good day. Like you never want to be getting mad because that losing one customer will actually bring 3 customers. You just have to wait on it. But like me, I like in YouTuber wise, I lost 1 subscriber overnight, and I gained 5 the following day. So you gotta lose to win, if that makes sense. So keep that in mind. The cons, I'm not saying that there's a consequence for everybody, but at least for me, it was a con, but it helped like grow my business faster how I wanted to. Is you need to pay for ads. You don't need to, it's personal preference, but I needed to pay for ads to get my word out, because like I said, there's competition out there. So I'd rather pay for to get customers and make my money back. And so once you have that person, you don't longer need the ads, because they already have your number. They already know like what kind of good services you give, and they'll just have your personal info, so they won't use like any ad that you paid using ads, if that makes sense. And the other thing I put is the consequence. You can only detail 1 car at a time if you're only 1 person. If not, you won't give the best results if you do 2 at a time. But that's the only consequence. You can only detail 1 car at a time when you're a one man in your business or in the business or whatever. And the last thing, you can only give so much service before they'd be like, okay, never mind, or yes, I want your service, but it's too pricey. So you can only give so much to customers, but you also got to think about what do you what are you worth, how much you want to earn per hour, just things like that. I think that's about it on the pros and cons. Okay, now that I said all the pros and cons, let me go ahead and tell you my pros. So the pros of owning my business, that I get rainy days off, but not really, because I'm working on behind like the scenes, you can say, with customers that reach out to me, want to get quotes. They call me, But the pros is that I gain more customers when it rains. So when my day off, I get more customers, because after the rain, obviously they want the cars washed. What else? The income is really good. Earning between, I won't say the amount, but I'm earning pretty good, enough to pay for everything and still have money to, like a small vacations, you can say. The consequences, what are the consequences? When it's really hot, you just have to deal with it, and you have to make sure you stay hydrated, because if not, you'll get home and have a headache. I have that a couple of times. Even to this day, I still have it, but it depends on drinking, when you have to be drinking a lot of water. But let me see what other thing. But I think that's gonna conclude this video. Hope you guys like this video. There's pros and cons for all of you starting your own detailing business. This could maybe help you. Drop in the comments down below for any questions. As you guys see, I answer every single question or every single comment I see. I be in my comment section a lot because I get the notification. So, but yeah, if you did enjoy this video, make sure you drop a like, make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll go ahead and see you guys in the next one. Peace.